Switch lanes for the remaining practice time. shots. Once again, practice is now ended. Please hold off on all practice shots. The USBC Collegiate Program would like to thank the following groups for their support of the Intercollegiate Team Championships. The Youth Education Services Program. The S Program is an initiative dedicated to the development of youth bowling. Our future is now, and the partnerships already created have united the bowling industry in a single cause, the betterment of youth bowling. And Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider of the Intercollegiate Team Championships and Intercollegiate Singles Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the best collegiate athletes in the country a big send-off as they begin their double-elimination match play rounds. Teams, your lanes are on for competition. Good luck and good bowling.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have all been waiting for since September. Match play at the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Nothing like it in the books. A couple of 3-14 matchups here on the men's side. Lindenwood and McKendree will duke it out on 15 and 16, 17 and 18, Wichita State and Notre Dame, Ohio. McKendree is the number 3 seed. Lindenwood is the 14th seed. So a heck of a first round matchup, if we must say so. Talked about it at the end of qualifying. Wichita State, the 3 seed, taking on Notre Dame, Ohio. Looks like Wichita State will take the right lane. So we will make that change along with them. And looks like McKendree will remain on the right lane. Billy Goodman. I'm going to try to get a couple lineups for photos. It's a little different this time around. I'm on a platform. All right, and we are officially underway here. Again, folks, in the event description, we've got brackets and we have the live scoring link available. And I'll have the qualifying results for you in just a second, if you'd like to refer back to that. Certainly we'll have that ability to do so. Early open for Lindenwood, game 1. Just underway, round 1 of match play. Best of 7, first team to win 4 games. Sam, to be honest with you, I could do that, but I'm going to put the number of games that they win as they win them as well. So I will reserve the additional numbers for the game situation. Hello, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, Fred, Jerry, Ken, everyone looking and watching. Again, best 4 out of 7. It is double elimination. The way things will work today, the losers of matches in round number 1 are complete. They're done for the day, but they have to come back early tomorrow. First match is at 7:45 a.m. So the losers of this match here on our round 1 field will go back to the hotel, perhaps get some dinner, get an early good night's sleep, and come back here for their 7:45 a.m. matchup. A shot there from Matt Farber in the 3rd frame. The winners of our round 1 matches, of course, then move on to round 2, which is today. It will follow round 1. And at the end of the day, we should have 4 undefeated teams in each division. The finals will be on television, CBS Sports Network. They will be taped this Saturday, and they will air in the month of May. Lindenwood struggling early. I want to double check who's bowling, so get an opportunity to get some lineups. Thanks to Jimmy Chantafong for providing those for me momentarily. Good thing this is a best of 7 format, because LU not off to a great start. 3 splits in 4 frames. Perhaps the latest 8-pin I've ever seen on lane 14. That was SCAD. Appreciate the kind words. Shout out to the home city, Chi-Town, of course. All right, for Lindenwood, LU has gone with Alberto Quesada, Quesada, I beg your pardon. Ryan Stubblefield, the 2nd team All-American. Scott Hill, the 1st team All-American and Player of the Year, followed by Jacob Klein and Michael Coffey. The 2 seniors at the bottom, in fact 3 seniors in this lineup for Coach Lightfoot and the Lions at the moment. A shot there for Alberto. McKendry has countered with Billy Goodman, Thorsten. Hold on, I had that down earlier, at least somewhat. Let me look at it again. All right, McKendry, there we go. Thorsten Prischaki. I hope that was as good as the first time I had it. I was pretty close earlier, they said. That one didn't sound as close. He's followed by Matt Farber, Greg Young, and Charlie Reed. And on the women's side, Wichita State, Caitlin Rudy, Kayla Ovesny, Sierra Kanemoto, Holly Ann Johansson, and Sydney Brummett. And for Notre Dame, Ohio, Taylor Sturm, Allie Dick, Angela Gabrielle, Megan Freed, and Alicia Noon. McKendree will take game number 1. Wichita State's in business as well at an early lead here in game number 1. How's UAB doing? It's looks like they're going to win game 1. They are on 21 and 22. And so to follow game by game, be sure to use the live scoring link to follow your favorite team as the matches scroll through. We'll give you some play-by-play of what's happening or what has happened as you watch the bracket match play round number 1 here at the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Wichita State, Sierra Kanemoto, high flush. Strikes in the 8th frame. Charlie Reed. And a 7-pin for Mr. Reed on the 2nd shot and the 10th. So McKendree will get out to a very nice start here. Again, it's game by game, folks, not total pins. First to win 4 games. Good shot there from Jacob Klein. Lindenwood has a very nice following here. Fellow teammates and fans, friends have made the trip. .236 officially for McKendree. I'm not sure, John. I would not have the answer to that offhand, if that certainly is indeed the case. But I will see what I can do for you. Let's see, by my count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. William Patterson is on 7 and 8. That looks to be okay. They're taking on Wichita State. That's an excellent first round matchup there. And Willie P has taken game number 1. William Penn and Robert Morris. Looks like Robert Morris is up. Problem with the, from a live scoring perspective, at least at what I can see right now, you can only see the progressive totals there. And so you may not necessarily know which games or how many games have been won at that point. 200 for Notre Dame, Ohio. UAB off to a start with the front 3. Oh, I understand what you're saying now, Fred. Or excuse me, John. what you're seeing, John, is when the teams switch lanes after every game, but in some situations it didn't look like the names follow. So I think that's what you're seeing, especially with the UAB, McKendree. Same thing's happening with Grandview and Sacred Heart. I missed Lindenwood's first game score. Anyone see it? If you did, let me know. Love to get that. I'll see. Thanks for that. See that Willie P. I probably looked at the same thing and thought they won that based on the logo of the team and what lane it was on. So Wichita State leads 1-0. McKendree over Lindenwood currently. All right, good spare for Caitlin Rudy. That is Ryan Stubblefield from St. Charles, Missouri, which is where Lindenwood is. So I think what you'll want to do as the teams consistently switch lanes is look at the logo and then follow the arrow. To ensure that you are not confused there. Some teams and some logos are matching up and some aren't. Best out of 7. Roll through. Please, if you wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up for us. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to Bowl TV. Shot there from Jacob Klein. And the first opportunity for a double goes to Lindenwood here. 10 pin for Greg Young. All right, Coffee breaks down a split, gets a break there, only leaving the 10 pin. And that's a break for Notre Dame, Ohio. Savannah College of Art and Design looking pretty good here. I get unsure of where they are, but all right, Robert Morris holds a 1-0 advantage over William Penn. St. Francis, Illinois defeated Morehead State in game 1. Wichita State men, this is men I'm talking about, lead William Patterson, so I misread that one on the live scoring. Calumet leads over St. Ambrose. And for women's updates as of yet, good shot there from Brummett. All 32 teams are in competition currently. After the 24 games of Baker for qualifying, all teams advanced that they were qualifying was for seeding purposes. Now that the bracket is set, match play has begun. Good spare opportunity and good shot at that there. Round 1 winners will move on to round 2 following the conclusion of round 1. If you lose, you will come back to bowl tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. And if you lose early and there's a team that somehow comes through the bracket from the contenders portion, you will certainly have earned it after kick-starting your match at 7:45 a.m. and then working your way all the way through or to the semifinals, or through the semifinals, excuse me. All right, starting to see, maybe not. All right, I think slowly but surely some of the updates are starting to come through on the live scoring. And so you'll start to see W's by, and with a number, of course, attached to them to tell you who won, what the record is at the moment in that particular match. So you guys should start seeing that in the live scoring. No, Ed, I can't do that because she's coaching.
Let's go, baby!
Big shot there from Matt Farber, matching the strike from Lindenwood in the 8th frame. Pretty close game number 2 with Wichita State and Notre Dame College of Ohio. 1-2-4, 10 opportunity, open frame for Wichita State. And now that's it. Lead 12 for the Shockers, but it's really down to 2. Jacob Prime down 12. Now they take an 8-pin lead. Can Greg Young answer for McKendree? Whitewater is out of my viewing range currently. Coffee, 10th frame. And open frame. McKendry. Greg Young missed a single pin there, and now trouble in the ninth for Notre Dame College of Ohio on the women's side. If there are no lineup changes, that is Alicia Noon. Just got an update from John Lucido, matching what I talked about for the live scoring portion. They will update the wins and losses on live scoring in the player name field, so please be on the lookout for that. Wichita State shot 213. Notre Dame, Ohio shot 200, game one. Lindenwood is going to even the match 1-1. Right now, Wichita State needs a mark to make sure they shut out. Okay. You're welcome, Jason. All right, and Wichita State will go up 2-0. Notre Dame College of Ohio now down 191 to 180. Now, if you would ask me what Lindenwood shot in game one, I turned my head and didn't get a chance to write that score down. But I do know that they've evened the match. Certainly one of the better first round matchups you'll see. Two top 5 teams meeting in the first round. Or top 10 teams according to the team ranking systems. Of course, you know match play is ongoing based on what we are hearing. Nice job there from Midland. You saw that, but able to stop. Didn't like the shot situation there. Thank you, Robin. Field shots for Notre Dame College of Ohio and Wichita State upcoming. Official 159 for NDC. .193 for Wichita State, and that is a 2-0 lead. Got a lot of matches now tied at 1 apiece. McKendree, UAB, St. Francis, Illinois, and William Penn on the women's side. Let's scroll through the live scoring. Start in the men's division. Weber is up 2-0 over Notre Dame, Ohio. St. Ambrose and Calumet are tied at 1 game apiece. Wisconsin Whitewater and Arizona State, that's a 2:15 matchup. with Whitewater being the number 2 seed. Arizona State, the 15th seed, tied at 1 apiece. Wichita State, as many in the chat mentioned, up 2-0 over William Patterson. St. Francis, Illinois over Morehead State, 2-0. William Penn leading Robert Morris leading William Penn 2-0. And we'll wait for the update with SCAD and Midland as they just started game number 3. Tied at 1 apiece, I beg your pardon, between Midland and SCAD. All right, now on to the women's side. We know what's happening with Wichita and Notre Dame College. Grandview and Sacred Heart tied at 1 apiece. McKendree and UAB tied at 1 apiece. McKendree up 4 at the moment, 5 pins in game 3. St. Ambrose and SCAD tied at 1 apiece. William Penn, St. Francis tied at 1 apiece. Newman holds a 2-0 lead over Lindenwood. That's a 2:15 matchup. LU, the number 2 seed on the women's side. And Maryland Eastern Shore and Stephen F. Austin tied at 1 apiece. Delaware State leads Schenectady 2-0. Hi, Allie. Jacob Klein has found his rhythm. He's thrown several good shots here back to back for Lindenwood over the course of a game and a half. Horace Baker, if you're unfamiliar with the format, 10 frames. In general terms, 5 players. They get 2 shots apiece. Substitutions are allowed. Ryan Halen throws one. A touch outside. Who are we rooting for in the chat room? I know if you're watching, of course, right now, you probably have a rooting interest in one of the 4 teams on our featured pairs, but I am curious. Well, the channel bug is on the loose here on our featured pairs. Sorry about that, folks. Chat. ASU, of course, the Shocks, NDC, SCAD, Shocks, NDC and Shocks, Calumet, CCSJ, Newman. I like it. Thanks for those answers, everybody. Appreciate it. Comes Matt Farber. McKendry on a double after the open in the 6th. Am I seeing right what I wait? Well, LU struggling to keep it on the lane right now. And that's rare. You don't see that very often, but back to back, a couple players. All right, Sid the Kid anchoring Wichita as they trail in this game. Very important game for NDC. You don't want to go down 3-0 to top-ranked squad coming into today in the team ranking system, in the NCBCA poll, and the IBMA media poll as well. Scott Hill, good shot. Scott Hill, the player of the year. Right now, it's McKendry looking good this game. Good shot there for Caitlin Rudy. Cannot double up. All right, McKendry likes the right lane. They are going to take game 3. Hey, good shot there from Stubblefield. This is a game that LU just needs to go ahead and throw it away and immediately move on to game 4 on the right lane. .244. So to talk about the point of liking a particular lane, McKendry has gone 236, 244 on the right lane. NDC, good shot, 4-pin. All right, good spare there for Sierra. .45-pin lead for NDC, on their way to taking their first game of the match. Lineup have been steady for both teams on 17 and 18. Jesse Mapp the third getting some shots in. We may see a lineup change for Lindenwood. In regards to Arizona State's lineup, I do not know. They are not in our immediate viewing range. I can't even see. It looks like I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe on 5 and 6. All right, and NDC is officially on the board, mathematically shutting out Wichita State here in game number 3. McKendree and Lindenwood make the flip. McKendree leads 2-1. If I see something, or at the very least kind of take a glance and see who's bowling for Arizona State, I'll certainly do what I can for you. Looks like Midland has gone up 2-1 over SCAD. Robert Morris leads William Penn 3-0. And a break for Lindenwood. Like Brian Halen now into that leadoff position for McKendree. .189, 162. NDC wins their first game of the match here with Wichita State. Now firmly on the board and still in the match. Very important game here now. Chance to even it up. In a row for Lindenwood. SCAD now with 3 in a row to our left. And a 9-pin there from Klein, Jacob Klein that is.
Let's go, come on, right here.
Open for Wichita State. Boy, if you're Notre Dame College,
All right, way to be on it.
this is your chance. to let Wichita State know that you're here and mean business. Shot there for Greg Young. Well, LU so far in control here. And their best start to any game so far. Now for Wichita in the third frame, as Kanemoto will go after it. He's got a chance. So a couple open frames and 3 opportunities. And the right lane might be the magic for 15 and 16. McHenry leads UAB 3-1. St. Francis, Illinois leads William Penn 3-1. Those are women's matches. Stephen F. Austin leads Maryland Eastern Shore 2-1. Weber all over Notre Dame, Ohio 3-0. Arizona State 2-1 over Wisconsin Whitewater. Robert Morris, Illinois 3-0 over William Penn. That match close, 7 pins separating. But William Penn heading to the 10th frame, working on the strike in the 9th. And they can still win. They can shut out, or excuse me, that's Robert Morris. See, the logo's got me again. No strike, however, for Robert Morris in that 10th frame. So William Penn had a chance to stay alive here. And they will. had a big strike in the 9th frame, trying to even up their match with Midland. They trail by 5, but not anymore. Here's Jacob Klein. And Klein leaves a 3-10 in the 9th frame.
You got it. Let's go.
Work hard here. You got this.
1, 2, 4, 6, 10, and nearly a spare on the PBA washout. So open in the 5th for Notre Dame College. Alicia Noon, the anchor for NBC. NBC holds an 8-pin advantage. As we head to frame 6, good shot. Heck of a shot there from Taylor Sturm. McKendree all of a sudden on a double. And Farver leaves a 2-pin. Here's Coffey in the 10th frame to even up a match here. Very important shots coming up here for Michael Coffey. Farber makes this spare. That should give McKendree a max score of 225. They could strike out to tie. Meanwhile, Caitlin Rudy takes care of the single pin in frame 6 for Wichita State. Wisconsin, Whitewater, Arizona State tied at 2 games apiece on the men's side. William Penn staying alive. Again, they did win game 4. They trailed 3 games to 1. All tied at 2 games apiece between SCAD and Midland. 3-6-10 now gives McKendree a chance to win if Greg Young can strike here. And now it'll be up to Charlie Reed. Emily, without knowing any information on the pattern, I would be confident in telling you it is not the same, simply because they wouldn't put the same pattern out for both singles and team competition. But visibly on the lanes, it's not the same as well. So LU shoots 213. And a game and match that looked like they were going to potentially even it up. Now, Charlie Reed if he goes 9 spare here, that'll be enough for a McKendree win. If he strikes, of course, that's more than enough. If he goes 8 spare, that's a tie. Didn't like it, turned his back. And that's going to be a 3-1 advantage for McKendree. And someone has won a game on the left lane. This game looked like it had LU written all over it. Big shot in the ninth for Notre Dame College, but the Wichita State double in frames 7 and 8 may be enough to get this victory here. 225-213. Through the nose goes Holly and Johansson. Still some life here for NDC. That's a great answer, Robin, to that question from Michelle. That is indeed correcto. Willie P update. Let's see here. Logos on the screen, if you're moseying on through, will indicate a winner of a match. And talking about live scoring, but Wichita State defeated William Patterson 4-0. So unfortunately, a sweep for Wichita State over William Patterson. So Willie P will fall into the contenders bracket. They are done bowling for today. Again, all losers of their round 1 matches are finished for today. They will come back at 7:45 a.m. That's when their first match will begin tomorrow, 7:45 a.m. Central Time. Winners in our round 1 matches move on to round 2, and we'll have that for you a few minutes after the conclusion of round number 1. Looks like McKendree has defeated UAB 4-1 on the women's side. .155 NDC and Wichita State, despite their best efforts here in this particular game, are going to win here. Well, LU right now bowling for not their tournament lives, but the way they have bowled, I'm sure is not the way they certainly had planned it. And if you're McKendree, it is no holds bar right now. You've got to put the pedal to the metal, hit the gas, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. You see the opportunity to close out. All right, let's scroll through live scoring here. We'll start with the men. Weber, 3-1 on the men's side over at Notre Dame College. NDC did avoid the sweep. They won game 4. Off to a good start as well this game. Tenth frame in the Calumet St. Ambrose match in game 5. Well, I can tell you in just a second, but I need to reconnect some internet. Robert Morris has defeated William Penn 4-1. All right, let's go and scroll back through. Wisconsin Whitewater looks like they won game 5. And if what I'm looking at is correct, it's going to be 3-2 in favor of Whitewater. Calumet shot 170. That's enough to win. Calumet will advance over St. Ambrose 4-1. Mentioned Wichita State defeating William Patterson. St. Francis leads Morehead State 3-1. Mentioned Robert Morris winning. The Warriors of Midland, I believe they shot 254. Wow. They're going to take a 3-2 lead over SCAD. Women's matches, Sacred Heart defeated Grandview 4-1. McKendree over UAB 4-1. SCAD is going to stay alive in their match with St. Ambrose. It's a big shot there for Scott Hill. That's a huge double for McKendree, for Lindenwood. As a 4-9 is staring down the gauntlet of Brian Halen on lane 16. St. Francis and William Penn. St. Francis leading William Penn 3-2 on the women's side. All right, open frame. There's an opportunity here. LU's got to have it. Lindenwood has come back. The women have tied the match with Newman 2 games apiece. And now on a 4-bagger. And one more, and they can go ahead and move on to game number 5. Stubblefield, and he leads a 2-8-10. Now McKendree in the 7th. Beautiful shot. Boy, Thorsten has been pretty solid for McKendree here in round number 1. Fred, yeah, McKendree came back and won that game. Let's see what may take place here. I think LU is going to go with the substitution. They're going to throw in a lefty. It may not matter, however. Big double there. Shot from Farber and a McKendree double. Donald Lee. In the ladies match, it's close, and that's exactly what Notre Dame College needs. Wow. David, a very good effort there. Whoa. Open frame. The team's match opens in the 5th. 11-pin advantage for Wichita State. All right, McKendree with this spare. They will move on in match play. Lindenwood trail, or excuse me, not trail. They will lose the match. And we will see them tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. Shane, to your question, in the official record books, the title was vacated. Weber had to vacate their title. They had to, or they used an ineligible player. And a few months back, they actually lost. That, of course, lost some points, some power points, and some tournaments that he was used in this season as well. But it wasn't enough to knock them out of sectional contention. And so they advanced through sectionals. I'm talking about right now, 2018. But it did, of course, have a profound effect on 2017. And so no official winner in the history books. All right, the closest match right now in front of us, obviously, is Wichita State and DC. Midland had the front 6, then went 5-3 in the 7th. Oh, Vesny took a break, a good shot. Strikes in the 7th. NDC trying to match, and a big 4 in the 8th. Let's take a look at the brackets. (15 and 16). We will have, speaking of Weber, we'll have Weber on, and they will take on the winner of St. Ambrose and Calumet. Big double right there, and that may be all she wrote here for NDC at the moment. Nice job, and congrats to the McKendree men. And we'll move on in the winner's bracket. (202-151) the final score. Let's take a look at the women's bracket. We will have the winner of the Delaware State Schenectady matchup and Maryland Eastern Shore and Stephen F. Austin. 1 or the 16 versus the 8 or the 9. That was a very good effort. But the Shockers are going to advance. They will be in round number 2. Midland shoots 239. They are going to advance in the winner's bracket as well. Sydney Brummett to finish things out for Wichita State. If you're just joining us, this is round 1 bracket match play here. Double elimination. 2018 Great Teen Intercollegiate Team Championships. Emil Williams Jr. here with you. Just about complete with round 1 matches on the featured pair. As I'm looking around to see what we could potentially bring you to finish round 1 here. Everything seems to be pretty spread out. But the women's match is still ongoing. SFA did indeed win, as mentioned in the chat. Delaware State and Schenectady is tied at 3 games apiece. Wow, that's a very important ongoing. They're all the way down, of course, on the far side, on the high end, 31 and 32. Let's see, St. Ambrose. That's the closest thing that we could give you that would at least be somewhat viewable. St. Ambrose and SCAD. Midland men have advanced. They will move on in the winner's bracket. That is St. Francis, Illinois, I believe. They are taking on William Penn. That match is, looks like it too, maybe at 7 games. That is Lindenwood's Haley Cummings. Good shot there. I know LU trailed early, 2-0. Here's William Penn. All right, so 23 and 24 at St. Ambrose. That's a spare made in the 8th frame. And so SCAD opened in the 10th to shoot 192. And St. Ambrose can now step up in the 9th and 10th and win. They've got 122 in the 8th. On the 7th on a spare in the 9th. Well, I tell you, the action is over on 31 and 32. There could be a 16 beating to 1 here, folks, on the women's side. It may not hold as much weight as an NCAA basketball tournament, but it will be pretty significant in the bracket situation. All right, and SCAD, by virtue of the 10 pin left from St. Ambrose, will tie the match, their match, at 3 games. Oh, I could be wrong on that. That might have just cost SCAD the match. Okay, got the right word. It will be tied at 3 games apiece, SCAD and St. Ambrose. St. Francis has defeated William Penn. Stephen F. Austin moving on in the women's side. Wisconsin Whitewater did defeat Arizona State 4-2. Weber and NDC still ongoing. That's on the men's side on 1 and 2. In the LU women's matchup, looks like St. Francis also in the 7-game match, but William Penn looks like a strike in the 9th frame. This is St. Francis. That's, I believe, Abby Ragsdale. First shot in the 10th. 10 pin. Best they can do is shoot 180. Missed the head pin there. And St. Francis will advance. Got to check on the Newman and Lindenwood status here. That's Newman in your picture. LU is up 3-2 on Newman. But Newman right now with the advantage, and particularly could take this game. Amanda Garavett just crossed over. Newman's going to have a chance. Newman will have a chance to win game 6. And crossing over in the 9th frame. Excuse me there, sorry. NDC down on lane 1. Has forced game 7 with Weber. Wow, so round two probably will not start for a little bit. So we're going to game 7. I don't know if I've seen so many game 7s in a round 1 situation. This is the closest we have, so it'll be St. Ambrose and SCAD. Open frame for St. Ambrose in the 2nd. An early advantage for SCAD. It's Veronica Cepeda. She competed in the singles portion, of course, early in the week for the Bees. Oh, and a bucket. Well, maybe I misspoke on the on that Weber matchup. I did. My apologies. Weber wins 4-2. Another case of reading the name and not reading the logo. So Weber will advance. NDC had an opportunity after the double in the 10th frame. Weber made the spare at the mark in the 10th and got a good count, and they advanced. Shot, Natalie Kopperwitz for St. Ambrose. It's a big shot after back-to-back opens, and an open frame for SCAD in the 4th. If you're just joining us, this is bonus coverage, getting what we can here in round number 1 after our featured matches have been complete. Wichita State women win 4-1 over Notre Dame College. Kayla Crawford. Three, 6-10. Now SCAD, an opportunity. Good shot. That was a no-doubter, and I have a bad angle, but I knew that was money. Well, the spare bug has bitten St. Ambrose here. 3 opens and 2 frames. And 2 strikes, 63 in the 5th. Can Scad double up? Ooh, through the nose, 3, 6, 9, 10. Well, the St. Ambrose ball reaction right now does not look kind. Fred, from a lane pattern, if I missed any questions, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the camera, standing and not looking at the chat. I'm just kind of glancing at it every now and then. We do not know the pattern, Fred. No pattern info is released at ITCs or ITCs, or ISCs, excuse me. It would not be released until the respective shows air. It's fair. All right, so St. Ambrose trails by 22 pins with 4 frames left. Wichita State defeated William Patterson. There are a lot of 2, 4, 5 bucket type combinations and 3, 6, 10 combinations. In the midst of this, teams are moving to their next pair, some putting their equipment in the locker room area to remain for the night, and they'll be back tomorrow. Those are the teams who unfortunately lost in round number 1. After the spares in the 7th by both teams, 19-pin lead, and a roll of the 2 for Scad. Like Newman, I see Newman, but I'm not sure what that means. I know what that means now. Lindenwood girls have come back from trailing 2 games to 0 to start the match and have advanced to round number 2. And this match we're watching here, Scad is in the lead. This is game 7, round number 1. been a tough go of it here for St. Ambrose. Good shot there for SCAD in the 10th frame. Best they can do is shoot 180, and that is plenty. And SCAD will advance to round 2. The Weber men won. They defeated NDC, Notre Dame College of Ohio, 4-2. This is the final match, both men and women, of round number 1. Of course, potentially tonight, not sure the schedule, or tomorrow morning, but all day tomorrow. Pipe and drape will be out. TV sets will be built. All right, final score for SCAD 180. Kayla Crawford is going to take care of the final shot here. All right, and round 1 now is officially complete.
And that concludes round 1 of double elimination match play in the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Bowlers competing in round 2. You have 10 minutes to change surface on your bowling equipment. Practice will begin in approximately 10
Talk
minutes
about surface changes.
for the next round of competition.
You cannot change surfaces. Someone asked about that earlier. Can't change surfaces during competition, like during a match, which in this case will be considered competition. Here in this rule, or the ITCs, you can change surfaces or make adjustments in between matches. And so, as Zach Barton just announced, and they can't do it until the announcement is made. And so, the Aberlon pads are now getting a full workout. I'm going to get some stuff updated here quickly, folks. I'll be back with you in just a second. We're on to round 2 of match play here at Bowl TV.
athletes who are not competing in round 2 of competition, please make sure to put your equipment back in the paddock room, please. Once again, athletes not competing in round 2, please make sure to put all equipment back in the paddock room. If any equipment leaves the building, it will not be allowed back in for competition. So please use the paddock space provided.
Hi, Emil. How are you? Oh. You got the dudes up there. Yeah, Aaron done Italian sandwiches. Did he tell you that? Yeah. So we hooked him up. Hell yeah.
afternoon, spectators, athletes, and guests. Welcome to round 2 of double elimination match play. All matches will be 4 out of 7 Baker match play, with ties counting as half a point. Teams altering the surface of the bowling ball by the use of abrasives, cleaners, or polish is prohibited during competition, including the warm-up session. In addition, bowlers may not pat finger or thumb holes with the ball with rosin or any other substance. Remember that if any equipment requires alteration, you must notify tournament staff prior to having it done. Athletes, when your lanes come on, you will have 15 minutes of practice. You will bowl the first 7.5 minutes of practice on your assigned lane and move to the other lane of your starting pair for the remaining 7.5 minutes of practice. Athletes, your lanes are now on for your 15-minute practice session.
switch lanes for the remainder of practice. Again, please switch lanes for the remainder of practice.
single cause, the betterment of youth bowling. And Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider of the Intercollegiate Team Championships and Intercollegiate Singles Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these collegiate athletes a big send-off as they begin round 2 of double-elimination match play. Athletes are lanes are out for competition, with the exception of lanes 11 and 12. Good luck and good bowling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Round 2 is underway. The number 1 seeds now have joined us in round number 2. On the men's side, Weber International, the Warriors. We'll start on lane 15. Calumet College, who we saw way back in game 1 of qualifying this morning. They shot 297, by the way, as well. That started with the front 3, and now Pete Burgos leads an 8-10 in a way you wouldn't expect. On 17 and 18, Stephen F. Austin, the number 9 seed, taking on the number 1 seed, Delaware State. Delaware State survived a scare from the 16th-seeded Schenectady Community College. We almost had the 16 beating a 1 in the college bowling version.
Big thanks to my man Brandon Cruz, able to give a couple photos for some lineups. I am not as, I don't have the exact accessibility that I normally would have to a settee, although I kind of do. But it gets a little crowded. I'm up on a little platform, which is very nice, by the way.
Folks, if you aren't, be sure you're following Youth Bowling on social media. Jimmy Chanthafong has done a great job providing some photos and some video and populating the social media sites for youth_bowling, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. All right, on 17 and 18,
Delaware State has started with Brianna Kaufman, Olivia Laird, Elizabeth Burkholder, Chelsea Merklinger, and Ashley Merritt. And for Stephen F. Austin, Kelsey Anderson, Morgan Reesing, Dakota Hazelwood, Paige Beanie, and Stephanie Schwartz. Lineups in 1 second on 15 or 4, 15, and 16. Get some internet to my computer here as my wife sends me a text message. After the early open from Weber, they respond with 9-spare, 9-spare, 3-bagger. Other matches ongoing on the women's side. Lindenwood, 4 consecutive 9-spares to start. They follow it up with a double. They are taking on St. Francis of Illinois. McKendree is taking on Savannah College of Art and Design. On the men's side, other matches, Robert Morris and St. Francis, Illinois. 2 Illinois squads in the Chicagoland area, 1 in Chicago, 1 in Joliet, going at it. Wichita State and Wisconsin Whitewater. That's a very good second round match. And Midland University taking on McKendree. And follow along on live scoring. Once I get the chat to pop up on my computer, if there's any questions, I'll be sure to ask or answer them, excuse me. I just can't see it at the moment. Good shot there from Tyler James. Tyler will find himself on television no matter what. He'd love to be there with his team as well. He's a singles semifinalist, the ISC. Evan Baranecki, the 10-pin. If you are just joining us, this is round 2 of bracket match play here of the double elimination format. Emil Williams Jr. with Aaron Smith, who is not here in the physical, only in the picture realm. Calumet is in good shape here. Michael Davidson in the anchor position for Calumet, and that's enough for the victory. They've gone Jeffrey Holden, Nico Vicari, Tyler James, Petey Virgos, and Michael Davidson. Weber has gone David Lance, Matt Tamburino, Evan Berenecki, Adam Glickman, and Matt Russo. The 4-5 there, 2 lefties for Weber. Calumet College, the top-ranked team, not top-seeded team for the tournament, but they came into the event the top-ranked team overall in the team ranking system, and both the coaches and media polls. Stephen F. Austin and Delaware State. It's going to be DSU with the early victory. Whoa. What is that ball hook? Calumet takes the early lead over Weber. Delaware State, early lead over Stephen F. Austin. $650 live viewers. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to Bowl TV if you have not. Good shot to start for David Lance. This easily could be a championship type match with these two teams, with Weber and Calumet, both with more than capable, of course, talent, and they are those type of programs, those type of teams. Trouble there for Adam Glickman in the fourth. Looks like a little lineup
change here for Calumet. Shot there in the fourth. Good break for Delaware State. Lanes look like certainly starting to hook a little bit. Talked to assistant coach Steve Lemke for Stephen F. Austin prior to this match beginning, and he said they got to their pearl balls a little quicker than he would have liked or anticipated, which means that the lanes have started to go. This is the second round. No re-oil in the second round. No pattern information. I've heard a few people give opinions on what they thought it was, somewhere in the medium range. It's not a short pattern per se, because as you can tell by Tyler James, there's still a little hang if you get the ball right early. A lot of folks have mentioned 8 seems to be kind of the out of bounds, so basically saying if you get the ball right of 8s if you're right-handed, that won't be good news for you. A lot of good information in the, what a shot. Tyler James stopped me in mid-sentence. A lot of good info in the event description. As far as brackets, men's, women's, live scoring links, live from Sun Valley Lanes in Lincoln, Nebraska. A spring football game on the way on Saturday here in Lincoln. But that will pale in comparison to what will take place inside Sun Valley Lanes, as we will crown national champions on national television. Radovich crossing over for Weber, and a spare in the 6 for Stephen F. Austin. From Kelsey Anderson. 7th frame shot for Delaware State, and a bucket. And a missed bucket there from Jeffrey Holden for the Crimson Wave. Had the privilege to MC the Night of Champions banquet last night. First team introduction was Calumet. And of course, your goal is not to mess anything up, not to, what a shot there on the left. If you saw it, left side of your screen, good 4-9 pickup in the 4th frame by St. Francis, Illinois. First thing I do, I said the Calumet College of St. Joseph Crimson Tide. Oh, Crimson Wave. I was ready to go Roll Tide with Calumet, and they are the Wave, the Crimson Wave, out of Whiting, Indiana. Well, practice swing there for Weber. Alexis Nyer. I tell you, I've been pretty impressed with Delaware State today. We watched them during qualifying a couple times, the #1 seed. They went down to 31-32. They got pushed to 7 games with Schenectady Community College. They advanced, and now quickly going up 2 games to 0 on Stephen F. Austin. That was a great reaction to that shot. And an open frame for Weber. That was Anthony Vaney. Both Vaney and Uradovic came in as substitutes here in this game for Weber. .223 for Delaware State. Couple of 200 games and 2 wins. Here's Stephanie Schwartz. Hard away from Tyler James is right. And that has just about secured a win for Calumet. If he chopped or missed that at all, that Russo could have doubled and good count to win. But just like we talked about during qualifying, it kind of gets really simple in a way when we think about bowling in general, but at this level, national title, opportunity to win one. It's about filling frames. .180 on the board for Calumet. Done wrong with a .180 victory as well. Russo fill shot. The old urethane classic Matt Russo. And Weber quickly down 2 games to 0. Some updates on some other matches for you. Let's see. Next door. Nice break for St. Francis. And now they'll have a chance to win game 2. Wisconsin Whitewater up 1-0 over Wichita State. Weber and Calumet actually going pretty fast in comparison to other matches on the men's side. On the women's side, St. Francis and Lindenwood is tied at 1 game apiece. Wichita State leads Sacred Heart 2-0. And McKendree, same thing, 2-0 over SCAD. And doesn't look like they are stopping anytime soon. Good shot off the bat. Game 3 for Sarah Willie, Team USA member. Weber is not afraid to shuffle the lineup here. It's Glickman now in the 2-hole. Ryan, big shot in the 10th frame. That all but seals a victory. Actually, shouldn't say that. St. Francis will have a chance. Potentially, depending on what happens on this shot from Kenny Ryan off camera. They've got 167 in the 9th. Max score 197, first shot or first strike already in the books in the 10th. Speaking of Robert Morris, strike here will lock up this game for Robert Morris. Anything less and St. Francis will have a chance. Leaves a 4-7 just Kenny Ryan. So now Maxie can shoot, or they can shoot his 187. And St. Francis, 2 strikes and 8, if we give Kenny Ryan the spare, can win game 2. Here is Juratovic for Weber. Good shot. A lot of surface on that urethane from Juratovic. And Weber now with 3 out of 4, including a double. St. Francis on the left side of your screen gets the first. Pete Virgos, Calumet, 2-8. Virgos from Apopka, Florida, part of Junior Team USA as well. Coach Kabacki. Russo makes it 3 in a row for Weber. What we got going here, LU and St. Francis. Oh, excuse me, that's, yes, that's what's going on there. A lot of noise in the background. Midland and McKendree men tied at 1 game apiece. St. Francis second shot, 10th frame, no. Thought it was good, gave it the walk to the left. And Robert Morris will go up 2-0. Well, week 4 pin there. Oh, Delaware State. That is sorry, in a second. There's the Lady Jacks now striking the 6th. Glickman can't keep the party going for Weber. That flush for Tyler James for Calumet. That pair looks to be hooking a little bit. Speaking of 17 and 18. Weber out in front here. Shot. Weber trying to not go down 3-0. Looks like Wisconsin Whitewater shot 249 in game 2. They are going to defeat Wichita State. Jeffrey Holden with a double, a strike in the 6th. Juratovic probably got to the dry just a touch too early with that urethane. Big shot there from Stephen F. Austin. Dakota Hazelwood coming back and letting everyone know. Paige Beanie followed by Stephanie Schwartz. And Brooklyn there. Hey, that's part of the process. It does happen. Missed some count there. And Weber. Looks like Lindenwood women will win game 3. They'll go up 2-1. Wow. Back-to-back solid breaks about the same way. What looked to be kind of through the nose. This pair is a little crispy as well. McKendry looking to shoot 280. Good shot. Huge shot for Stephanie Schwartz. So we could have a tie potentially. Or Stephen F. Austin could get their first win with a strike from Stephanie Schwartz. 279 game for McKendry. And right now leading the way. It'll be 3-0 over SCAD. The women's match. All right, Stephanie Schwartz strikes here. That's a W. Dub. And Stephen F. Austin with life. They take their first game here. And it's best of 7. Meanwhile, Big double in the 10th frame for Matt Russo. After the open in the 9th, Tyler James in the 10th. Bang! Calumet not going anywhere. Good shot. Not over yet, however. .204. So 194. And again, Stephen F. Austin now on the board. .211 for Weber. That's inside. Calumet got a couple good breaks that game. They took advantage. Games to 0. Calumet leads top seed Weber. Calumet not wasting any time. Weber taking a moment to themselves. Matt Russo kind of taking control during the break. Let's see if Weber will come out. They trail again, 3 games to 0. Splits the 8-9, good shot. If Weber made any changes. Going David Lance. Lance has been consistent in the leadoff role. They will bring in Kyle Kessler for the first time. At least that's what it says on their lineup sheet. McKendree is leading 2 games to 1. That's on the men's side. The women are leading 3 games to 0 over SCAD. Good shot there for Veronecki.
Perhaps miswrote on the lineup there.
All right, Stephen F. Austin with a lead. Another good shot. That was an odd pin that nearly stood. Robert Morris on their way to a 3-0 lead as well. Two games to 0 the lead for Wisconsin Whitewater over Wichita State. Open frame for SFA, first one of the game. Let's see if Delaware State, we know that they have what it takes to get through 7-game type matches. They did that in round number 1, so having Stephen F. Austin flirt with the possibility of evening this match should not faze them. Russo. Matt Russo has been the go-to for Weber here in this match. First double for Weber. Good shot there for Adam Glickman, who came in to shoot the 310 in the second frame. Tamburino, that's got to push a lot. Now Michael Davison will step up. Meanwhile, a double for Delaware State. Can Stephen F. Austin find something here in the ninth? Wheel ball. It wheels to a 2-pin. Wesley Lowe striking in the 10th frame for Wichita State. Davidson fist pump. Calumet trying to end this thing and get back to the hotel, get some dinner. How about a good night's sleep as well? Good shot. Delaware State a 3-bagger. Mulvaney. Vaney to come in to shoot the spare. Here is Alexis Nyer, 10th frame and 4-6. It was there for the taking for Delaware State. Lindenwood and St. Francis, that one's going to be tied at 2 games apiece. St. Francis and Lindenwood. Wichita State 3-0 over Sacred Heart in the women's matches. Wichita State's going to get on the board with a victory They'll still trail 2-1. Stephen F. Austin now has won the last 2 games. Big spare here. It's a clutch spare to come in and shoot straight at. 5-9 on this pattern, flat with a hook spot. Max score for Calumet, 225. Burgos needs one. He gets one. Schwartz, always solid. That's a win. Baranecki through the nose. And now spare shooting. Filling frames will come into play here. Weber makes the spare. They're still in business. Tyler James. Wow, he got that one to come back from Indianapolis, Indiana. Let alone Whiting, where the school is located. A big shot there for Tyler. 195, 175 official score. Baranecki, big spare, he chops it. And now a strike, and Calumet will send Weber to the contenders bracket. James, 11th shot. Bang! And Calumet will defeat the #1 seed here in round number 2. Oh, wait, yes. Weber can get to 215. No longer the case. That was the shot to win for Tyler James. If he'd have gone 9 spare, Matt Russo could have stepped up to throw 3 strikes in the 10th to win the game. Nicely done by Weber, or excuse me, Calumet. 4-0. Could this be the year for Calumet? That win puts Calumet two matches away from a spot in the national championship. Certainly not what Weber was expecting here. Bit of a closer look here at our women's match. We're tied at 2 games apiece. You can see the wins, losses SFA wins, with 2, Delaware State with 2 on the screen. Calumet should sleep well, but they know they still got plenty of work to do, but they are one of the teams in a very good position. All right, open frame from Delaware State. Now a strike in the 6th, and that's a double for Stephen F. Austin. And Kelsey Anderson, Morgan Reesing, Dakota Hazelwood, Paige Veeney, and Stephanie Schwartz. So you need to see if we can get an update. See if anything has changed for Delaware State. Good breakout right there for Stephen F. Austin. That was runaway Brooklyn. And leaves a 3-pin. Wow, Whitewater and Wichita State locked in a battle. McKendree has defeated SCAD 4-0. Oh my, sends the 4 right in front of the 9. Love to see the camera on the lanes, or excuse me, in the pin deck to see just how close that was. And a 4-pin for Hazelwood. Shot 9th frame, Delaware State. Week 10. All of a sudden, Stephen F. Austin has all the momentum. Kenny Ryan striking in the 8th frame. Robert Morris trying to close out St. Francis. Or excuse me, striking in the 10th frame, I beg your pardon. Wisconsin Whitewater is on an 8-bagger. Open in the 9th for Wichita State. Best they can do is shoot 233. That game is over. Not the match, just the game. But Wisconsin Whitewater will go up 3 games to 1. Here's Paige Beanie, and she too leaves a 4-pin. And all of a sudden, Stephen F. Austin has won the last 3 games. Wichita State has defeated Sacred Heart on the women's side 4 games to 0. As we start looking at the bracket, Wisconsin Whitewater, by the way, shot 251. McKendree men lead Midland 3 games to 1. 3 consecutive 4-pins on the left lane might be a good sign that Stephen F. Austin is moving to the right lane. Wow, Kenny Ryan just struck out. The open in the 8th frame for St. Francis. It went 6-3 in the 8th, and now they can only tie Robert Morris. Wow. Anything less than a strike coming up here in the 9th. Let's take a quick look. Kick ball, first one. And St. Francis will fall to the contenders bracket. Clutch bowling by Kenny Ryan in the 10th frame, and his counterparts in the 8th and 9th to give him the opportunity. And some mistakes down the stretch from St. Francis. Lindenwood women lead St. Francis women 3-2. Hazelwood, good shot. After being down 0-2, being down 2 games, Stephen F. Austin can win their round 2 matchup with a victory here. Didn't like it. Left to bucket. And Midland down there making spares to push McKendree here. That one heading to the 8th, a 1-pin lead for McKendree, game number 5. Women's matches that are left to decide here in round number 2. Again, Lindenwood and St. Francis, Illinois. Delaware State right here, and Stephen F. Austin. Wisconsin Whitewater. 3-1 over Wichita State. Stephanie Schwartz not playing around. Alexis Nyer trying to double up. Delaware State seems to have lost a little ball reaction here. They were the aggressor early. And Wisconsin Whitewater make it 5 out of 6. Wesley Lowe with a strike in the 4th, or excuse me, in the 5th. Trying to rally his squad. Delaware State trying to do the same thing. That one's left. Nine-pin match currently, or excuse me, 9-pin game. Pin taken care of for Delaware State. All right, after the open in the 7th, now Delaware State will have the lead here. Big shot for Hazelwood. Good money this game. He has 10-backed them both times. Moorhead will bowl. By what I have, William Penn in the morning. But once this round is over, just double check on the bracket, but that is what I have down. Beanie, 9th frame, got a wheel, it does, and the 7 goes. Well, now it's 3-4-5 time. Elizabeth Burkholder, Chelsea Merklinger, and Alexis Nyer. Bucket, which is certainly not the easiest of spares, and now you leave it in the hands of one of the best anchor players in the country, Stephanie Schwartz. 7-pin. Max score now 201. And Wisconsin Whitewater. Cortez Schenk wrapped a 10-pin in the 9th. Their max now is 213. Wiley to send Whitewater to the next round. He does it. Heck of a spare here. Wisconsin Whitewater is moving on to round 3 unscathed. They will be 2-0 in match play. And the McKendree men, yes they did, Robin, thank you, have defeated Midland. Hold on. All right, 9th and 10th still to go here for Delaware State. And still in control here. Gotta have it though. That's one. Number 1 seed here, Delaware State led this match 2-0. Stephen F. Austin has battled back to win the last 3, now trying to win the last 4 to win the match and be undefeated. Schwartz. Good shot. All right, Nyer. Must strike situation. And unfortunately, a 10-pin. And Stephen F. Austin, after dropping the first 2 games, has won the last 4. And they are moving on in the winner's bracket. .201 to 187. What you're watching currently is Lindenwood and St. Francis. LU lead 3-2. Looks like best St. Francis can do is shoot 167. LU already working on a double on the first shot in the 10th, Haley Cummings. And Lindenwood has battled back as well in a couple of matches today. All right, folks, that was a pretty solid round 2. Apologize for not getting that shot there from Haley Cummings. But get a little reaction. 191-167. Lindenwood defeats St. Francis. And that is how round 2 will come to an end. So let's update the bracket together. On the men's side, Calumet defeated
of Intercollegiate Team Championships match play.
Weber 4-0.
And that is also the end of our day in today's Intercollegiate Team Championship
They
competition.
will advance to take on
Spectators,
Robert Morris,
join us tomorrow
Illinois.
morning
That
as
should be a
round
fun
3
one.
will begin at 7:45 a.m. Once again, round 3 of
7:45
competition will
a.m.
begin
I'm
at
looking forward to that wake-up call
7:45
tomorrow.
a.m. Teams
On the
competing
other
in
side
round
of the blue
4
bracket
of
for the
competition.
men, Whitewater
Competition
advancing
will
over
begin
Wichita
at
State.
9:45 a.m. tomorrow with practice at approximately 9:30. And teams competing in round 5 tomorrow.
McKendree
Competition
moving
will be
on
at 1 p.m.
after defeating Midland 4-1.
Everybody, thanks for coming out and watching.
So McKendree and Whitewater, Calumet and Robert Morse, the winners bracket for men. I'm not sure what just happened over here,
Athletes
but
have a safe night. Parents have a safe night. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning
LU had
at
something
7:45 a.m. for
had
round
something
3
going
match
on,
play.
and I missed it completely. Didn't know what was happening. Nonetheless, let's move on to the women very quickly. Stephen F. Austin down the number 1 seed Delaware State, winning the last 4 games. Impressive bowling. They will move on to face McKendree, a team they are very familiar with in the NCAA realm. On the other side, Lindenwood advancing undefeated. They will take on Wichita State. Should be a good one there. All right, folks. Be sure to double check brackets, confirm them. We'll see when some of the other matches will take place, especially those in the contenders brackets. A lot of 7:45 a.m. matches on both, of course, the men and the women's side. Teams like Maryland Eastern Shore and Schenectady will face off one another at 7:45 a.m. St. Ambrose on the women's side, they will take on UAB in the morning. Also on the women's side, Newman will be up a little early today, or tomorrow, excuse me. They'll take on William Penn by my count. Grandview will take on Notre Dame College of Ohio in the morning. On the men's side, what I have here is Notre Dame College and St. Ambrose, Moorhead versus William Penn. And on the other side, it should be Arizona State and Willie P. Boy, that's a tough contenders bracket match at 7:45 a.m. It's a good idea, Cole. And finally, SCAD will face Lindenwood at 7:45 a.m. So all 32 lanes will be on and popping At 7:45 a.m., we'll have contenders bracket matches all throughout. Appreciate everyone tuning in for day number 1 of the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Round 3 to begin tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. Don't worry if you don't see those events on Bowl TV. They will be there by the time you get to it, of course. Go ahead and actually set those up. So if you want to let everyone know, tell your friends, etc., post links everywhere, you can do so. Want to thank our tournament staff here. A great job they always and continue to do. Gary Brown, Zach Barton, Brandon Cruz, Brian English, Jimmy Chanthafong, Carl Nicolai, Steve Lawson, Tangela Chance, and everyone involved here. Thanks to Terry Bigham and Jason McEwen on the squad with me this week, and John Lucido and his wonderful staff, and the Lincoln USBC as well. We will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7:45 a.m. Central, 8:45 a.m. Eastern Time. For all involved, we say so long for now. This has been a presentation of the 2018 Intercollegiate Team Championships. You watched it live, you watched it on Bowl TV. Have a good day, folks. Again, my name is Emil Williams Jr. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great night.